Beside me here, guys, I got a 2026 Chevy Silverado High Country here in this stunning polar white tri-coat color. We're going to do a walk around and a review on it. Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, so in front of me here, I've got the 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 High Country in polar white tri-coat. I gotta say, this color is really, really nice in person. It brings out a lot of the accents around the truck. Now, the High Country is gonna give you a lot more chrome and brushed aluminum pieces around it. Now, this one does have the Dark Essentials package, so you're gonna get some more blacked out looks around it. But let's take a look here at the front. You're gonna get these C-shaped LED daytime running lights with LED lights. Now, in the center here, you can see we've got a horizontally integrated grille that is brushed aluminum, and honestly I think it looks good. You've got the blacked out bow tie there with some chrome around it. You've got the High Country name there also on the driver's side. Now as we carry down below, you've got parking sensors down on the bumper with two recovery hooks, and then you're going to get more of that kind of chrome piece there at the bottom that kind of covers your fog lights there. Now this does have a front camera for your 360 camera. Let me know what you guys think here at the front. Are you more of a chrome or brushed aluminum person when it comes to, you know, trim around the truck, or do you like everything kind of more body color? Let me know what you guys think, but that's it here at the front. Let's take a look underneath the hood and go over the engine. All right, guys, so taking a look underneath the hood here of this Chevy Silverado High Country, we've got the 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 with 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, made it to the 10-speed automatic transmission. Personally, I'm a huge V8 guy in pickup trucks. I like the fact that they are still keeping them in their lineup. Now, having said that, I understand the 6.2s have had their issues. Now, if you don't want the V8, you still can opt for the 3-liter Duramax, which is a great engine. And, you know, you're going to get good fuel economy on that one as well. So let me know what you guys think. That's it underneath the hood here of this Silverado High Country. Let's take a look around it and go over its options. All right, guys, so let's take a look around the Chevy Silverado High Country. One cool thing that I noticed on this little amber light here, I like the fact that they put the Chevy bow tie. Just another cool detail that they did. Now we'll take a look here at the tire and wheel setup. So we're sitting on two 75/50 R22s, and it is a Bridgestone tire. This is a blacked out wheel, which you can get as an option, which I highly would recommend. You can see we got the blacked out bow tie there. Now we've got that carpet liner inside, and this truck does not sit on air suspension. We've got the High Country name here on the side of the fender. We've got a brushed aluminum top here on the mirror with a light and then a camera also on the side, and the mirrors are power folding. Now this is a side profile view of the truck. We've got a 5.5-foot bed. We've got chromed out door handles with a chrome piece there on the running board, more chrome there at the bottom, and then some more chrome also on the windowsills. So like I was saying to you before when we started the video, is the High Country is going to give you more chrome around the truck. So if you like kind of that chrome or brushed aluminum look, then I would go for the High Country. Now you get keyless entry on the front two doors, and then we'll take a look here on the inside of the High Country here. Now this is the jet black interior for the High Country. So you're gonna get soft touch here with some nice real wood trim, lock and unlock your High Country decal there with this massive Bose speaker with some storage, and then you're gonna get some brown stitching. Now here is what the running board looks like when it comes out. Down below here on the door sill, you're gonna get the High Country name there, and then this is what the seat looks like. So I would say they're pretty soft and comfy. You've got High Country stitched in the headrest there, but as you can also see, you've got some brown perforation here in the center. You've got your seat adjustments here. No massaging seats. You're gonna have to go to the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate to get those, but they are heated and ventilated. Now you're also gonna get some more wood trim here and trim there with some more storage. Now this is also a upper glove box area as well. Now, one thing to note, you're gonna get handles to help you get in, but this is essentially what the interior looks like at the front. You also have a sunroof. No moonroofs yet in the trucks. Hopefully for 27, they add them. And then this is what the back looks like. So again, you're gonna get some more brown perforation here in the center with some brown stitching. Now you do get cubbies inside here to store things if needed. And then you also have cup holders here, or an armrest here, if you will, for the center. Inside here, you've got two heated seats, USB-C, USB, and then you have your two vents with cup holders. Now, one thing with having no moonroof is you have this like indent here for taller passengers, which honestly, if you are taller, it's nice to have that little indent here. You have handles to help you get in on both sides. And this is what the door panel looks like. So you've got real wood trim here, soft as well over here where your arm would lay, with some brown stitching, speaker here, and then your window opener as well. So I'll show you guys how I would get in here as someone who's about 5'11". All right, guys, so you've got the running board that comes out that's going to help you get in with the handle as well. And then we're inside. So, you know, it's not bad. It's pretty comfy. One thing that I wish they gave you as an option at least is to put screens back here, because for a long trip, I think having screens back here, if the kids are back here, it's nice to keep them occupied. You do have a USB, USB-C, no 120 plug here, which is a little weird. I'm surprised there's no 120 plug back here, but you've got your heated seats, which is nice, especially in the colder climates. That indent here, honestly, if that wasn't here, I'd probably have like 2 inches maybe of room. This gives me like 3 to 4 inches of room here for headroom, which is great. And you've got that kind of like armrest here, cup holder. 2 people back here, very comfortable. A third might be a little snug. Like I said, the seats are comfortable. You know, I would say they're decently soft here at the back, so it's not like very hard. Like typically when you get into some of these trucks in the back, you know, spot to lay your back on is pretty tough, but it's comfy. And yeah, I mean, it's really, that's it, guys. But getting out, you've got your handle and the running board, which helps a lot. So let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, so that's it for the back here. But one thing I wanted to show you guys is there is a little button here on the back of the running board. So if you kick it, the running board will make its way back, so it gives you easier access to the bed. And if you want to click it again, so it makes its way back, you can do that as well. So one thing that's cool. I mean, they've had that going on for probably, I would say, 10 years. Now over here, this is what the back tire and wheel looks like. So they aren't staggered, same dimensions here in the back, carpeted liner in here. And then you can obviously see your leaf springs as well. And this is the 5.5 foot bed. But that's it for a side profile view, guys. Let's take a look at the back. So in the back here of the Chevy Silverado High Country here, we'll start in the middle. We've got that blacked out Chevy bow tie, and then blacked out Silverado name and High Country name as well. Down below here on the bumper, we've got your dual exhaust tips with your parking sensors. And then we also have your steps integrated into the bumper here. And then this is what the tail light looks like. So since I have the key back here, this is what they would look like. They're flashing or on. Now, a couple things to note. This does have the multi-flex tailgate, and there's 2 buttons here, but you do have a camera, and this is actually a light. So I've turned on the light inside so I can show you guys what it looks like, because people actually think this is a camera, but it's a light, not a camera. Now, these 2 buttons here are going to activate your tailgate. So if you push both of them, your 2 tailgates are going to come down, and then this acts like a step. You can get a kicker audio system back here, which is honestly pretty cool. It's just going to depend on the person. Now, unfortunately, there is no button to turn on these 2 lights back here. I can't find a button, so you actually have to go inside to turn them on, but you do get a 120 plug back here, and then you have 3 tie downs in each corner of the bed, and then you have a spray and bed liner here from Chevy, as we can see the bow tie there. Now, the rear camera is actually at the top here with a bed camera. So you have a bed camera here, and then you have your rear camera mirror there at the top. Now, unfortunately, like I said, you have to turn on the lights inside the cab, but this is essentially what the back would look like here. You can use other functions of this tailgate. So we'll lift it up here, click the bottom button, and this is what the tailgate looks like, just a regular tailgate. You can extend it, you know, if you have this little stopper up, basically, so you get a little bit, you know, more room if you need to. Then you can close it, and then you can also just open this part up. So one thing that's pretty cool is this gives you guys an idea with a tonneau cover. I always recommend a hard folding tonneau cover. They're expensive, but honestly, it's worth it. But this is gonna give you an idea, you know, if you can fold the tonneau cover and put stuff in as well. So that is really nice to know as well. But that's really it for the back here, guys. Let me know what you think. Let's take a look at those seats behind the driver. Just want to thank Applewood GM here in Mississauga, Ontario. Go see my boy Zach. He'll hook you up with a great deal. All right, so taking a look at the seats here behind the driver, we'll start with the door panel. Again, looks the same. You're going to get real wood trim here. You know, you've got your window control here, brown stitching, pocket of storage with your speaker. Nothing here on the door sill. And then this is what the seats look like here. So again, you're going to get more of that brown perforation with cubby inside here. Now, it's a 60-40 split, so these seats can lift up, and you're gonna get some storage here if needed. And then over here in the center, like I said, you got 2 vents, USB, USB-C, 2 heated seats, cup holders, but again, no 120, which is a little weird. And then this gives you an idea of what that headroom looks like as well. You've got a handle to help you get into. Now, that's it for the back here. Let's take a look at the front. All right, so let's take a look here at the front of the Chevy Silverado High Country. We'll start with the door panel. Soft touch here at the top with some real wood trim. Soft here where your arm would lay. You've got memory seating here, lock and unlock, your High Country decal there, window and mirror controls here, and the mirrors are power folding. You got your Bose speaker, High Country here on the door sill with your seat adjustments here on the seat, and And again, this is what the seat looks like. So I would say for 26, they are a little bit comfier. I'm not too sure what they did, but they just feel different, especially sitting in them. Now over here on the left side of the steering wheel, you've got your 4x4 settings and your different drive modes. And then this is what your light controls look like over here. This one does have a heads-up display, so it's got the upgraded High Country package. And this is a telescopic steering wheel, which is automatically adjusted. So that's it before we hop in, guys. Let's take a look inside. So we are inside the Chevy Silverado High Country here. We'll start with the steering wheel. It's a leather wrap steering wheel here. This one does have the optional Super Cruise. So you can get Super Cruise on this truck if you want. If you don't want Super Cruise, you don't have to get it. It is controlled via this button here. You've got your forward collision alert. You can just use regular cruise control if you wish. Now on the right side is going to control your front infotainment. So if you go and scroll through the settings here with this arrow, you can actually change your display layout if you want. You know, I personally like classic or progressive, but honestly, it's just going to depend on the user. You can change it to metric or imperial systems. You know, you can go through different settings too, which is kind of nice to know on a truck too. You got your tire pressures there, your driver assistance, your oil life as well, brake pad life, air filter life, and then you can do a blank page and an info page, but really cool. You got call, hang up, call, pickup, and your voice command. Now you do have paddles at the back here if you want to put in like a sport mode, which is funny. You do have also below that paddles for your volume and tuning. Now on the left side here, you've got your toggle for your wipers. And then as you can see here, you've got a heads up display, and that is controlled via these buttons over here. So you can move it up and down if you want. You can change the info on it as well. And you know, it's nice they give you the heads up display as an option, but I like the fact that they give you physical buttons instead of going into a screen. Now at the top here, you've got soft touch material with some brown stitching. The dash itself looks good, I would say. The heads up display, I would say, takes up a decent amount of room here at the front, but it is what it is. You've got speakers at the top here as well. And like I said, you do have this real wood trim piece here. It is an upper glove box area as well. Now you even have storage here at the top. So if you want to put like business cards or pens or pencils, you know, you can do that too. Now this is your display screen here. It works really well. I like the size of it. It's not like too big or in your face. It just kind of fits nicely into the dash, so you can scroll through your different settings. You can use climate control, you know, in the screen, or they give you the buttons, which I highly always recommend manufacturers do. I like controlling it via these buttons instead of in the screen, because if the screen fails, then what do? It does have dual zone climate. You've got heated and ventilated seats with the heated steering wheel. But back to the screen here, you've got your audio maps, so you can click the map button and it can take up, you know, part of the screen, or you can actually have it on a quarter. I like the clock here. It's pretty nice to have. And then you can scroll through different modes here if you wish. And then you can have the map, like I said, take up the full screen. You can hit this home button, and then you can hit audio here, and you can actually have the maps here on the smaller screen too. So it's just going to depend on the user. I like that you can do a split screen there. Now the camera quality, if you hit the camera button, is really good. So you got different camera angles, right? So you can go forward and back. You've got that bird's eye view if you're backing up a hitch. You got side views as well. And then you have, like I said, that bird's eye view. If you go over to the bed one, this is what the bed camera looks like. And you can even zoom in too. So the cameras are really good and the angles are fantastic. Now you do have your Google Assistant and Play Store there. You've got settings. It does have Wi-Fi hotspot in here. So a lot of cool things. I mean, it's a 2026 truck, so I don't really know what more you would kind of want in your screen. Now down below here, you can put your windows down, all of them, by pushing this button. You got hazards, trash control. You can actually put your tailgate down, automatic stop start, parking sensors, and then your lane keeping assist here. Now this is your push button start, trailer brake controller here. You've got your dual zone climate, you've got USB, USB-C here, and then you've got some storage here as well. Over here in the center, we've got your cup holders, more storage here too. And this is your center console shifter, which I actually do like, instead of having like your column shifter or like, you know, those SUV shifters over here. I like the center console shifter. I think it's a nice touch. Even at the side here, you got more wood trim here with some storage, and then more of that kind of like brushed aluminum look. Now inside over here, you've got your, you know, soft center console area. It's got nice padding with some more brown stitching with some brown perforation. If we lift this up here, you've got your wireless charging pad. You've got your 120 plug here, USB, USB-C. You can take this out and you've got a deep pocket here, which is nice. Trucks give you always a nice deep storage pocket here. Now over here is your rear camera mirror, so you could turn it on or off. It is that camera that's above your rear sliding window over there. Now to control your rear sliding window, you push this button here and it will control that there. These are your buttons to tilt or open up your sunroof, and then you've got your garage door openers here with your OnStar and 2 lights. No sunglass holder here, but you've got your visors at the top, of course. So that's really it, guys, for the interior. Honestly, the High Country, in my opinion, it's weird to say, but it kind of feels a little bit more plain, which honestly I like, right? There's not like too much chrome going on around it. Like if you get into the Denali, it's gonna chrome out, you know, these little buttons here and stuff like that. It is a nicer like upscale interior, I do have to say, but But honestly, the High Country is a really nice truck. Let me know what you guys think. But let's go outside, give you guys my final thoughts, and we'll talk price. All right, guys, so let's talk price. 2026 Chevy Silverado High Country here in polar white tri-coat. We're sitting at $108,743 Canadian. Let me know what you guys think about the truck in the comments. Curious to know if you'd rather go with the Chevy Silverado or the GMC Sierra, because honestly, it is a little bit of a tough choice. Personally, I think it's going to depend on price for sure, because if the Sierra is around this price, even maybe a couple thousand more, even the same, I may be slightly leaning more towards the Sierra. I just like the look better, but the Silverado is a great looking truck. So let me know what you guys think about the truck in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.